All right, let's dive into a conflict that's basically rewriting the playbook for modern warfare. We're going to break down how some clever thinking is actually running circles around some of the most advanced and expensive military tech on the planet. So here's the big question, the one that's got defense experts everywhere scrambling for answers. How is Iran, a country that's been hammered by sanctions, managing to land these major punches against adversaries with way more advanced technology? It's a total paradox, and it all starts with some truly shocking results on the ground. Okay, get this. The ANFPS-132. This is the biggest, most powerful U.S. early warning radar in the entire Middle East. It's a $1.1 billion asset that can see 5,000 kilometers away, and Iranian missiles took it out. Just like that. And it doesn't stop there. Then you have the USS Abraham Lincoln, a $7 billion aircraft carrier, a floating symbol of American military might. Now, the U.S. denies any damage was done, but here's what we do know. After being targeted, this massive carrier had to pull back, moving away from the fight. And we're seeing this pattern again and again. The world's most sophisticated, most expensive, multi-layered air defense systems are being systematically swamped and overwhelmed. So what on earth is going on here? Well, the answer isn't just about bigger guns. It's a completely different strategy. This has become a war of economics. It's a battle of attrition, designed to literally bankrupt your enemy. Just look at these numbers. This is where it gets crazy. Iran can launch a Kamikaze drone for about $20,000. But to shoot that one drone down, the West fires an interceptor that costs a minimum of $4 million. And if it's a more serious threat, that number jumps to $15 million. This right here, this is the core of their entire strategy. Let's put that in perspective. For every single dollar Iran spends on an attack drone, the US and its allies have to spend at least $28 just to defend against it. You can have the best technology in the world, but you can't fight that math. A strategy built on that kind of economic mismatch is just, well, it's not sustainable. And this isn't just some theory, you know. According to a Bloomberg report, things got so intense that Qatar allegedly warned the US that its stockpile of Patriot interceptors could be completely gone in just 4 days. Now, for the record, Qatar has officially denied they said this, but the fact that a report like that even surfaced tells you how real the anxiety is behind closed doors. So where did Iran get the weapon that's causing all this economic chaos? Well, the story behind its most famous drone, the Shahad, is a true masterclass in turning a huge loss into a strategic win. And the irony, oh, it's just incredible. It all goes back to 2011. An American RQ-170 Sentinel, one of the most secret, advanced spy drones in the world at the time, went down inside Iran. Did they give it back? No way. They took it home, they took it apart, they reverse engineered it, and by 2014, boom, they had their own copy. And from that stolen American tech, they developed the Shahed 136, the cheap, mass-produced kamikaze drone that's changing the game today. And this is where the story just gets bizarre. The Shahed became so effective that the US military reportedly got their hands on one, reverse-engineered Iran's copy of the original American drone, gave it a new name, Lucas, and then used it against Iranian-backed forces. I mean, you couldn't make this stuff up if you tried. But look, this strategy is so much bigger than just a few clever drones. It's built on a foundation of deep, strategic planning that's been going on for decades. Ever since the Iran-Iraq War back in the 80s, Iran has been preparing. They've built entire missile cities underground. We're talking miles and miles of tunnels with missiles sitting on launch platforms, ready to go, totally hidden from spy satellites and airstrikes. And they got a lot of help over the years from China and North Korea to build a huge and varied arsenal, adopting foreign designs into powerful weapons of their own. And don't think for a second they're just using old tech. Meet the Fatah 2. This is a hypersonic missile. It travels at Mach 15. That's 20 times faster than a jumbo jet. But here's the really scary part. It can maneuver mid-flight. It can change its path. For any defense system out there right now, trying to hit something moving that fast, that erratically, it's a nearly impossible shot. So how do they put all these pieces together? Let's break down exactly how they use this strategy to defeat some of the most advanced, multi-billion-dollar defense shields ever built. First, you have to appreciate what they're up against. A defense system like Israel's is like a fortress with multiple walls. You've got the Arrow system for way up high, David's Sling for the middle layer, the famous Iron Dome for close-in stuff, and then the American THAAD system for the really big threats. It is designed from the ground up to be impenetrable. So, Iran's solution is a 4-step knockout punch they call volley firing. Step 1, distract. They send in a massive swarm of those cheap Shahed drones to completely saturate the radar screens. Step 2, confuse. They launch ballistic missiles that release decoy warheads, making it impossible for defenders to know what's real and what isn't. Step 3, while the defenses are totally distracted and confused, they overwhelm them with a mix of low-flying cruise missiles and those super-fast hypersonic weapons. And finally, the masterstroke, blind. At the same time, they launch strikes to destroy the key radar installations, the eyes of the entire defense system. And if you can't see, you can't fight. Okay, let's zoom out. What's the big takeaway here? What we are all watching in real time is a fundamental change in the rules of warfare, and it has huge implications for every military on the planet. The old way of thinking was pretty simple. The side with the most advanced, most expensive smart bombs always wins. But the new math is all about smart thinking. It's about low-cost, mass-produced weapons that are just good enough to overwhelm an enemy who is technologically superior but bleeding money on defense. It's become a numbers game. And this smart thinking goes way beyond just drones and missiles. This is a perfect example. Iran has used simple paintings of fighter jets on tarmacs, and advanced jets using their million-dollar missiles have attacked a picture on the ground. It's a low-cost, high-impact way to drain an enemy's most precious resources. This whole situation forces every country to ask some really tough questions. I mean, think about this real-world example. For the price of 31 high-end American Predator drones, you could instead build an arsenal of 70,000 Kamikaze drones. In this new era of warfare, which of those is actually the smarter investment? The really crucial point to understand is that this isn't science fiction anymore. This isn't theoretical. The future of war is here, right now. And it's a hybrid battlefield, fought with both ultra-advanced hypersonic missiles and massive swarms of cheap, intelligent, and expendable drones. And that really leaves us with this one final chilling thought. For decades, military power was measured by how good and how expensive your weapons were. But if the next war is going to be won by whoever has the most numerous and cost-effective weapons, the one who can put the most strain on their enemy's budget, who out there is truly prepared for that fight?